Welcome back, everybody. Tom Crown here. Still recovering from the sickness, but pushing it out because it's time to take a look at some charts. It is 2022. We're going to take a peek at what happened in 2021 on Bitcoin. We're going to look at the greater crypto market. We're going to look at all your favorite altcoins. So don't forget to smash that like button. Let's get this stream hyping. I have a feeling people are hungover today, probably not on YouTube, but that's okay. They're just going to miss out on the spicy action. Love you guys. Welcome back, and let's jump into it. Boom. On the yearly, kind of an interesting close, I'm not gonna lie. If you would have asked me 2 years ago if I would have thought 2021 would close at 46K, I would have said you're aiming way too low. We did trade as high as 69 and settled back at around 60 or 46 too. Not really sure what to make of it. It's kind of odd. I definitely was expecting stronger rally into the end of the year. I think we were looking at this. So this is the BLX ticker. I highly recommend anyone new out there take a look at this. This is the entire history of Bitcoin's traded price. So we had looked at 2016 and we had compared it to 2020. These yearly candles are very similar. They're large, green-bodied candles with virtually no top wick and a rather long bottom wick. We can call them a hammer, but they're really not. Usually they do imply bullish continuation. And so what we were looking for in 2021 was obviously 2017's candle, a giant green candle, blow off top, followed by a bear market, etc., etc. That's apparently not what was in the cards. And if there's one thing that Bitcoin does consistently, it proves everybody wrong. So yet again, it has humbled me. It's funny, I just want to tell this story quick. Since 2018, the end of 2018, I have been looking for the same trajectory on Bitcoin. For a blow off top somewhere in the 300K range, I've been saying 366. And I still have that. I'm still of that opinion. I think 2022 could have that in store for us. But with this yearly close, we do have something a little different. That doesn't mean that what we have seen in the past is out the window yet. I will admit, come say March, April, maybe Q2 of this year, we haven't seen some explosive upside. We may be looking at a different type of cycle. Lots of people have talked about a lengthening cycle. I was never against the idea, but as with everything, I say I follow what we've seen, and once that breaks, then we can reassess. I still don't believe we're at that reassessment point, but we aren't where we thought we'd be. This could, though, however, don't be afraid of this. Different doesn't mean bad. We could see potentially less volatile upsides with less volatile downsides, but overall that could contribute to a larger growth year on year. Of course, there is a bearish scenario where it isn't a good thing, but we haven't seen that yet. So 2021, man, 2011, where am I? Did not really look like anything we've seen. It's weird. It's weird. You look back at our previous yearlies, nothing really like it. Maybe most similar to January 2011. We have a green-bodied wick with a large top wick. That didn't stop the rally. Here we are. So maybe we have something new. Maybe this is a 2011 yearly close. Your guess is as good as mine. But that's pretty much all I wanted to do on kind of that wrap-up summary coming into 2022. This is going to be really hard to get used to. We're kind of in uncharted territories. I will say before we move on, actually, something that a lot of new investors, especially those who joined in the last year, maybe 2 years, likely missed. 2021 was unbelievable for Bitcoin. It may not have felt that way price action wise. It was kind of low volatility. Lots of, the price action was really front run in the beginning of the year. Fingers crossed that happens again this year. Man, I got that COVID brain still. I'll be all right. Yes, but the amount of fundamental development, and I'm not even talking about Taproot, which is literally a fundamental development. It's building on Bitcoin, enabling Lightning Network transactions to build, even smart contracts, NFTs, whatever you want. Taproot really opened the doors. But outside of that, I'm talking on a global scale. In 2021 alone, Bitcoin saw more growth in that field than in its entire existence combined. We saw a country adopt it as a legal tender. I'll say it again. A country adopted Bitcoin as legal tender. This is a dream. If you would have said this 2 years ago, people would have called you a nut job. They would have said, "There's no way. What are you talking about? Magic internet money? No one's ever going to accept that as a real currency." Literally happened. We have now publicly traded Bitcoin companies. Coinbase IPO. We have Riot. We have MicroStrategy, a company who does marketing, but apparently doesn't care about marketing and literally only buys Bitcoin. Shout out to Michael Saylor. And now we have the entire world scrambling to set up their own digital currencies, their own digital currency banks, and really trying to figure out how to deal with this beast. I think a lot of the OGs out there are going to agree with me. We always saw this coming. Not this year, not in this way, but this was the inevitable. It's amazing to see that it happened last year. I don't believe that price has reflected it yet. It's an interesting situation to be in. And here's my closing note, actually, is last year, more growth in the space fundamentally than the entire existence combined, and I expect 2022 to do it again. I believe this year we will see, and I know I said this last year, I was wrong. Maybe I should have gone through all the things I was wrong about last year. We'll do that later. I fully expect to see a physical ETF approved. I can't believe it hasn't been in the US yet. And I have a feeling there's going to be some surprises when it comes to adoption. We're going to see more of these curveballs like El Salvador, likely more South American countries adopting Bitcoin as legal tender as their currencies debase. 2022, without even regard to price, is bullish fundamentally. That's going to be my closing thoughts. Let's take a look at the chart here. Man, November and December, typically explosive months for Bitcoin. Not so explosive in this last year. Not so explosive at all. From open of 2021 at just about $29,000, we had a 138% gain to our high at 69K. And we closed at 46.2, which is a roughly 60% gain in 2021. So we as crypto and as Bitcoiners may laugh at a 60% gain, but that is nothing to laugh at in reality. A 60% gain is more than any investor can hope to do in a year realistically. And Bitcoin did it. Isn't it amazing how, even though that is true, we still can feel kind of crappy about that year? It's weird. Oh, only a 60% gain. This is why patience is so important in this space. So important. Our perception and our expectations get skewed, and it's really important to stay grounded, stay logical, and to fight those emotions. So let's start on the monthly chart here. Market cipher, not looking good on the monthly. I hate to say it. I wish it looked better. Doesn't look great. We have money flow continuing to trend down as it really has since April of last year. RSI. Oh, here's something actually kind of interesting that I did not notice. December. We now have bullish divergence on the monthly time frame. We have a lower low on RSI. I did not know that. I'm learning this with you in real time, actually. Haven't been spending as much time on the charts as I usually do because I've been sleeping. We do have bullish divergence on our lows here. That's actually a pleasant surprise. We have a new low versus June, and obviously a higher low in price. So provided price stays above 29K, we got bullish divergence on our lows for the monthly. Not a bad sign. Not a bad sign. Real quick, let's run through our major levels. So we have 58.8. That has been really critical level since the beginning of 2021. It was our quarterly close, and this was the price point we were looking for and saying, really, nothing else matters. This is where the real battle is going to be waged. And again, we are beneath 58.8. And so once again, we're going to have to battle it on the way up if Bitcoin plans to break out and put in new higher highs this year. Below us at 46.2. That was the... Where did I get that one? 6.2. Can't remember. Oh, that was the yearly close. So until it's broken, and we've seen that actually it hasn't been. This year so far has no bottom wick of significance within a margin of error. Has no bottom wick. We have seen Bitcoin yearly candles during bull runs with no bottom wick. So as long as 46.2 holds, we may be set up for something similar to that 2011 candle we discussed at the beginning. On the monthly, we have major support down at our previous yearly open, 2021, at 29K. And other than that, we have 69K as our all-time high. Not a lot really in this range. I think those who are arguing Bitcoin is ranging sideways, I think that they're likely onto something there. We have seen almost an entire year at this price point, or in between these price points, 58.8 and 29,000. Now for the bears out there, because I don't blame you if you're feeling bearish today, maybe you want to hear some of the major macro historical levels. They're really the same as they've been, but we'll do a refresher. The previous all-time high, we'll just call it 20K. 13,863, a number that I was positive would get back tested before 20K broke, and it never did. A very important monthly level that could be tested as support in the most bearish of scenarios. Still, I don't believe that's probable, but we're going through the chart. 10,761. This is the most important. If something crazy happens and we see Bitcoin crashing in this year, I really don't believe it though, knock on wood. 10,760. This is the most macro level. If you were a trader in 2019, 2020, I'm sure you have PTSD from 10,000. It's about 10,500, 10,760. Very important. This is it. The chart can really be put this simply. You guys hold on, bear with me. Also, I got real warm. Phew, my temperature's been fluctuating like crazy lately. What's up, everybody? You're all fine on your way back. Welcome back. Don't forget to smash those like buttons, share the stream, subscribe. Let's get some hype going. We are crazily close to 50,000 subscribers. I think we can do that in January of this year with your help. So smash that button. Real quick, get the shill out. Join Patreon today. In fact, don't just join Patreon today. Sign up for an annual membership today for I think it's like 2 months off discount. It's the start of the month. It's the best time to sign up. Patreon comes with exclusive technical analysis, trade setups, macro market insights. It's really our close-knit group. It has a ton of very talented traders, most of which are very eager to share their knowledge with each other, and we'd love to have you here in 2022. So check it out after the stream. Links pinned to the top of the chat and in the video description below, as well as join that Discord. Links are there as well. So, weird. Let's go down. Let's go down to this weekly. So we have some good news. We got some good news on the weekly. With 1 day and 3 hours to go, we have some good news on the weekly. The weekly was looking real ugly on New Year's, but it's looked somewhat better since the new year started. In the last 1, 2, 3-ish, 4-ish weekly candles, we've seen that 46,211, which is interesting because remember, that wasn't a real support. That was created on this yearly open. But it's interesting to look back and see that being respected in the past. It's almost as if the market knew. Weird, right? But over the last 24 hours, we have seen price bounce into the new year. And I'm looking for a weekly close above 46,200. That would be excellent. That would be absolutely excellent. It would be not ideal to see a close under 46.6. We would then have a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly. Not a great way to start the year. I think something of importance to say as well is historically, And well, we'll see how it goes. But historically, Bitcoin in the first week of every year has had some very solid growth. I think this is rational. People loss harvest at the end of the year. They have to rebuy to loss harvest. And so as the new year rolls over, those buys really get rebought. Those hands weren't really shaken. They were just sold for a tax reason. And then they rebuy early in the year. So wouldn't be surprising. And in fact, I would say the probability is we do close above 46.6 on this weekly. Sitting above us on the weekly is 50,800 as our local weekly resistance. This is likely going to be a zone. We can see many trading blocks in this area on the weekly. I'm not going to add these all to the chart because it will get very crowded. But you can see this whole level is a very important, full of resistance, full of volume. Actually, something that we do want to check out here is our volume profile again. I don't think we've checked in on that baby in a while. Volume profile. Volume profile was suggesting that we were going to be looking for about 53,500. And it still is. All right. Still is. Uh-oh, something weird's happened. So enough time has passed now that volume profile is no longer looking back and calculating in. It's not taking in this volume anymore. I don't know how many candles it looks back. I could look it up, but I don't care. But what we can do to kind of work around this is instead of looking at 1 day, we can look at 2 day. And that should fix this chart up for us. There we go. Did that do it? 3 day? Interesting. Yeah, it did. So what's interesting is now that we have all of that volume, we can see here. Let's get just a clean chart for this. I hate messy charts, guys. Messy charts make for messy trades. Real quick, let's put this back up. There we go. Volume profile. So here's something we were really watching. It was a large source of reasoning for a bounce to 53,000. It was also a large source of reasoning, though we can't see this any longer as that volume's been filled in by the last few weeks of trading down here. But it was also a large reason that we may have looked to return to this price level as there was not volume traded, or significantly less volume traded at this level. If you go back to a few of our live streams, I think November, October time period, we were saying, man, there definitely is a volume gap above us, but we have this not so comfortable one below us as well. And so to see price return to there wouldn't be too crazy. And that's apparently what was in the cards. After all this consolidation, we now see, and this has changed as of recently, we now see that this 43,000 level actually has more traded volume at price than even the 30,000 range. That's a little surprising to me. What that means is a break to the upside. Likely, we will see strong support at 47,000. On a rejection and a break to the downside, we may expect 40,000-ish. We have a volume gap here as well. Unfortunately, in that case, we might expect strong resistance on the way back up. The more coins that are traded hands at each price point, the stronger the support or resistance that's created at that level. I'm still of the same opinion here. That price is looking to go back up to 53.5-ish. We'll see what happens. We can tell by our volume profile here and by our previous traded candles that there's going to be some resistance on the way up. And let me guess. Yep, right around 58.8, right around our major resistance above us. This chart makes logical sense to me right now. I guess that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm going to get rid of this for... There we go. There we go. So let's go back to that weekly here. Our weekly 20 and 50 moving averages, they're probably not going to be too pretty. All right. No, they're not, but that's all right. So 46.6 is where we're looking for this weekly close based on our candlesticks. However, I think there's actually a more important value, and one that would be much more bullish to close above. and that's 48.2. That's our 50 weekly moving average. This is not something that we want to lose and not immediately take back. We did have this happen in July before we rocketed to a new all-time high. But you can see that that was very brief. We did have a wick below, and that was fine. In fact, we had 2 wicks below, one in June as well. We had a wick here, and now we really do need to get out. We need to get back above the 20. We need to get back above the 50. And with a day and 3 hours left, that's plenty of time to make that happen. So my ideal close here, 48.2. And I mean, higher, yeah, sure, higher is better, but that's what I'll take here to make me feel more comfortable, at least for the short-term outlook of this chart. Let's get rid of a bunch of this again. There we go. Our bullish kissing we had talked about. Now, it is in danger. We talked about this bullish kiss. I think actually that might be on a different time frame. We had it back here on the weekly. But if we are looking for another one for this 20 to curl back up, price agrees. It needs to move back up. It needs to retake the 20, and it can't be closing below the 50, or else it really does risk a trip back down. A trip back down. Ichimoku Cloud giving us the, hey, just chill out signal. Man, that's really the same price. So I need to actually correct this. So we have all these levels, but they're so close together that I think we need to just call this a zone. I don't want to say, oh, you have to close above 46, 47, 48. Yeah, like, okay, it's just a zone. 46.2, 40, what is it? 49.1. So 49.1. I'd really like to retake the weekly Kaijun, this purple line here, closing below it. You know, we did do that a bunch back in May, but we retook it. We got our cross above the clouds. This is extremely bullish. We didn't get that much bullish price action from it. And so I'm a little perplexed, as that's been a very consistent signal. I think what that suggests is that we are going to. And we're really kind of just dicking around down here, getting people to fold into the end of the year, building up fear. That's what Bitcoin does. One thing of positivity, however, is that the weekly is still far above our cloud, which is suggesting, hey, we're still in trend. We're still in the trend. And something I think that does help me even, looking at this chart, is in the 2017 run-up, you can see we lost both of these, rejected from them, and then we fell out of the cloud. What's interesting, honestly, to me, is look at how far away 20K was from the cloud at the time. Zooming into this year, we have a very different setup. Price moved towards the cloud similarly to 2017, but then found support. It's still trading above. I don't believe we've closed. No, we haven't closed a single candle even inside the cloud. So the Ichimoku Cloud indicator on the weekly is saying we're still in the same trend. It's getting a little shaky, at least compared to earlier last year, but we haven't lost it. The cloud here looking at 37,000 below there, losing the cloud, that would not be a good sign. Our cloud is still solid and green. It has not twisted, as we saw back in November 2018. So we don't have the weekly setup on Ichimoku Cloud that we had back in 2018, 2017's run. Not too shabby. Don't love that. Don't love that the monthly closed below the TK, but the TK, 60, yeah, 36, 37,000. I'm talking to myself at this point. Zoom it into the daily. Not gonna lie, not so hot here on the daily yet. I don't like this KJ setup on the daily. Price is still below it. However, something that does call my eye on the daily cloud here is this fat, flat, thick cloud. For those of you who aren't familiar with Ichi, which is probably most of you, typically when we get these fat, flat, thick clouds, price is attracted to them. I can't tell you why. I have no idea. But through observation, I found that these are high probability price points. And at this moment, that would suggest that Bitcoin's likely looking for 55,600. Now, price does tend to reject or bounce from them. So this might not be awesome, but 55.6. The cloud showing what till the January 26th, there should be a rather strong magnetic pull on price to that level. Right there. It is very uncommon, I would say, in this scenario to see price do this. Just like back May, June, July, we were saying this is like the least likely thing to happen. If we do see a dump with no relief, typically that's a wick bottom and we get capitulation and the market runs. To see 55.5 hit and then reject, that could be pretty ugly. That could be pretty ugly. So keep your eyes peeled up here from the daily. A good example that's just visible right now, we had the same setup back here in November. We had a flat cloud right here. And what did price do? Boom. Virtually dropped directly to it. Had a little dead cat bounce, fell lower. Is there any other really good examples? Not that I can find real quick. Q. By the way, guys, I just watched the new South Park movies on Paramount Plus. First of all, screw them for making me sign up for Paramount Plus to watch it, but the post-COVID and post-COVID COVID return movies are awesome, and they talk about NFTs like a stupidly large amount, and it made me laugh, so I recommend you guys check that out. Recommend it. Let's take a look at our daily moving averages. This was where we were looking for bullish kissing. So back here in December, late December, I believe it was probably December 23rd, 24th. We were talking about bullish kissing here with the 20 and 50. Price had rejected these moving averages crossing bearishly, or death crossing. And as time goes on and the longer we trade below the 200, the more likely that death cross becomes. But it hasn't happened yet. There's still time. You might be able to kind of guesstimate when. Maybe January 3rd-ish. So we definitely, 48.2 sitting right at the 20 daily moving average. Spicies. This bullish kissing can still be validated again by virtually the same thing as on the weekly. We just have to trade back up to 48-ish and hold it. I think that is probable. At this point, it's anyone's guess, but I think that's probable. We can see in September, we had a death cross of the 20 and 200. That actually signaled our low, which weirdly does tend to be true in Bitcoin. At least death crosses tend to be bullish. Golden crosses tend to be bearish. Market's full of very clever actors and bots and algorithms, and man, they do not like to see those play out the way that people expect, do they? What's interesting actually to me here on the daily is this. Let's get rid of that. This price action is looking a good amount like this. Now, and like this. They're all pretty similar. They start with a wicked candle that grinds down. They have a, not a dead cat bounce, but a bounce before rallying. We saw that here as well. Fell, bounce, rally. Fell, wick, bounce, rally. So we could be seeing this 1, 2, 3 times. This is still what I believe is going to happen. This is still what I think the most probable outcome is. Bitcoin has been setting up this pattern for so long. So long. And it has convinced so many people that the run is over. I really can't see it playing out any other way. Really can't. If you need to visualize it better at home, there you are. Something like this. We have a flat-topped resistance. Flat-topped resistance at around 65, and we have ascending lows, 1, 2, for the moment, 3. And so what we would expect is a test back to that flat-topped resistance. It could reject again for a 4th higher low. But if we look at Ethereum or many of the other charts that we've successfully predicted breakouts on, They tend to do 1, 2, and then run. So this macro pattern to me is extremely bullish still. Extremely bullish still, in my opinion. I'm actually happy this didn't go a little higher, because then we would definitely not be looking at this pattern. No, we'd be looking at more of an ascending channel. That would be a much more bearish pattern. This is one we love to see in crypto. I point it out every single time I can, really. On the day. Still riding that bullish divergence on our RSI lows. Man, that's hard to see, isn't it? Lows in price coming up, lows in RSI coming down. It looks like the same is true on MACD. Rare that they agree, actually. We have a lower low on MACD and a lower low on RSI with a higher low in price. That's pretty confidence building. Market cipher, please don't give us bad news. This is a hard read. So VWAP is looking bullish, is looking to roll over at the moment. However, money flow hasn't responded. We've had a swing low. Money was leaving the market. It crested or apexed until December 26th. And since it's actually started bleeding back down. So this is a mixed signal for me. Usually the VWAP is very dependable. And we say just follow the VWAP most of the time. But in this circumstance, it's too close for comfort for me. I'll show you why. If money flow continues to remain negative, money continues to remove itself from the market and sets a lower low versus December 20th, that's going to be a really bearish signal. And if we zoom in, we can see it's really not far away. We're very close. 11%, maybe not as close as it looks, but we are very close visually. And that's going to be a really bad sign if that happens. Something tells me the VWAP is going to pull this up, which is going to roll money flow over with it as it typically does. But I'm not I'm not super confident. This is not the best setup. I would feel much better. I'd feel much better once we see this money flow start retreating, moving back to the positive zone. Even if it fails to roll into positive money flow, even if it just sets a higher low or something like this, I would feel much more confident. We don't have that yet. It may be too early to tell, but I will say one large rally is enough to fix that. So keep your fingers tightly crossed. Zooming into today. Looking possibly to close the first candle of 2021 as a bullish engulfed one. On a close above 47.1, which is, I think, one of the price points we actually even named. We have a bullish engulf on the daily. Not a bad way to start a rally. Not a bad way. September did not actually start that way. September's rally, October's rally. August's did, and so did July's. Just interesting facts. How are these ladybugs still alive? It's January. I keep killing them. They keep coming back. And no, I don't want to kill them. There's just too many. There's just way too many ladybugs. They're overwhelming. Swarming me. Swarming. I did pretty good though. Oh, holy crap. There's like 5 of them in the room. They were all gone. I don't know. Moving on. We'll do Ladybug TA later. Tom Crown. And the analysis of exponential ladybug growth coming soon to a theater near you. Man, my brain is foggy, guys. Stay safe out there, guys. Whatever that means to you in your own way, just stay safe. I don't wish what I've been experiencing on anybody. It is not fun. 12 hour with the first kind of shimmer of hope. Now we do have bullish divergence that we pointed out on bigger time frames, and that's excellent. It is showing on the 12 hour as well at that low. But the 12 hour on market cipher, this is like kind of the first bullish looking reading we've gotten. We have VWAP moved into positive territory. we have our lowest point in money flow on December 10th, and we can see that created a rolling over, meaning a flipping from negative to positive. It almost made it all the way before, I don't know what you call this little fake out wave, but that fake out wave here of negative money flow never reached lower. That's what we're looking for on the daily to not happen. It didn't happen on the 12-hour, and so I'm going to take that as a positive sign. And as we do, this is looking to roll over on the 12. As money flow failed to set a lower low, we look for that time frame to roll over. It's negative, so we're looking for it to roll positive. That doesn't necessarily fuel moon dreams, as we do see that there are occasions where it rolls over. On our first sign, let's see. On our first sign of lower lows, it rolled over. But that trip to negative really didn't last, didn't have a lot of power, a lot of momentum. So that could happen again. I hope not. But this does imply some kind of bullish price action on the 12-hour. So I would say probably this week, the first week of January, lines up. Hopefully that translates out to the daily. Fixes the daily chart, and then things are looking pretty good. And things will be 618 retraces at 57.2. That's a little bit above the cloud. Yeah, we're not even in dead cat bounce territory yet. We really would be looking for something like this if you're bearish. Problem is, people are going to start calling head and shoulders. I'm sure they already have. You don't have a neckline. People use horizontal necklines for some reason. I don't. It's not correct. You know, air quotes correct. There is no correct way to do TA. It's all, everyone does it their own way. But a classic head and shoulders is supposed to be a horizontal neckline. If we assume that these diagonal ones are also head and shoulders, are also correct, then what we'd be looking for likely is something like this. There's your bearish setup. There it is. I don't think that this is the probable move. It's certainly possible, but that's what it would look like. I think almost no matter what outcome you're looking for, price is going to look to bounce. It's going to look to relief. And there's a really fundamentally simple reason that we always look for a move in the other direction. And no, it's not the Fibonacci retracement tool, though that does give us insight as to where we might look for it. This is why. As people are trading this chart, right? People probably were going pretty long here. Price moves down. Longs are closing. People are starting to open shorts. They open shorts. They open more shorts. Some shorts may have been stopped out here. Look at that price point, 58.8. But outside of that, almost no shorts were stopped at all. The reason that we look for retracements or moves in the other direction is because one-sided positions, so in this case shorts, can't stay open. You can't have a market over leveraged short and have price continue to move down. Why? Because those shorts are in profit, and as price moves down, they're in more and more profit. People close those positions to take that profit, and what does that do? That is effectively acting as a buy. So when you have shorts closing in mass, that's what some of you will call a short squeeze. You have a push up in the other direction. So the only real scenarios I can see is a wick that moves up like that. That's if we get no bounce, because price moves down, shorts take profit. That creates a cascade of shorts closing, pushes price up. But if you get a dead cat bounce, what happens is most of these short positions get closed. People start opening longs, and then there's liquidity to dump into. I said that was simple. I don't know if that came off as simple. The three-word explanation is you need liquidity to move a market. You need liquidity on the buy side if you want to dump, and you need liquidity on the sell side if you want to buy. That's why a lot of this market seems counterintuitive. Oh, when I feel really bullish, it goes down. When I feel really bearish, it goes up. That's because you're the liquidity. Our emotions are almost always being tailored towards being liquidity. And that's an engineered thing by market participants as far as I'm concerned. Let's look at the 4. 4, not quite decided yet. We have lower lows on money flow. We don't have a higher low. We don't have the sign that it looks to roll over yet, especially with the 4-hour VWAP trending back down. 4-hour might not be done. Might not be done dumping. This is weird RSI. MACD does not look very strong. 4-hour looks like crap, as it usually does. That's why we don't spend much time on it typically. 2-hour doesn't look too bad though. Alright. Here's what I was looking for on the 4. But we didn't have yet. A low. That low wasn't broken. So that suggests 2 hours looking to roll over. That can definitely be a tip that the market's looking to move a certain direction. VWAP is negative and pointing down, so we may have to wait a little bit for that. But this is a high confidence sign to me that the 2-hour time frame is going to look to roll over, and it's good to have that on the 2 and the 12, potentially to translate out to that daily, about the 1 hour. That's kind of what I see on the 1. It's not very defined though. Magnet mode is on. Okay, well then, let me magnet. Let me magnet with my mode, you crappy thing. TradingView is a great program. I just get frustrated with it. Does anybody remember this? Like December 4th, 5th, I did a live stream. Let's put it on the empty chart. And I said, guys, don't panic. Don't panic. Here's what I expect. It's funny because that ended up being pretty much exactly what happened. We always look for the retracement. Why? Because it's simple and easy and successful. We had our little swing high, and we said, all right, let's look at our swing low to our swing high. This is the probable move. Without looking at price, let's do this. Ready? Let's see how we did. That's why I'm the world champion. I hope you guys don't, some people have come to me and been like annoyed that I've been saying like Tom Crown, world champion of technical analysis. Because they think it's like an ego thing. Guys, I hope you know it's just like, it's the most ridiculous statement a human can make. How are you, they're world champion? Like, what would even determine that? Like, there's no, it's just funny, and I'm a YouTuber, and it's something weird to say. I don't have much else weird to say. So I hope you guys don't think it's like, I definitely don't think I'm the world's best technical analyst. I would say I am a good technical analyst, or a talented one. I don't know who the world's best is. Nobody does, probably. I hope you guys don't take it seriously. But times like this, you know, sometimes I have the evidence to back it up. You can go back and see the video that points right here and says, don't worry, we're probably going to see more downside. But this is pretty much where I expect it to stop. There was another scenario where we were looking for in the next week, maybe a slightly lower low for like a tweezer bottom reversal. We didn't get that. That didn't happen. But so far, so good, man. Golden pocket, holding. If you haven't used the Fibonacci extension tool, go check it out. Because it is an extremely powerful tool that works on anything. Like Like it's not crypto. It's not. Honestly, I would even reckon it's not even just markets. Not even markets. Just like anything you can chart, you could probably use the fib tool on. 1 hour looking pretty good with this money flow moving up, but VWAP kind of giving us a droopy, sad face. Don't love it. Don't love it. Okay, past the golden pocket. Ooh, we've deep retraced. Cool. All right. All right. Oh, so something that I did want to add on this chart. Right there. New Year's. So far, at least in the very brief time we've traded it. Everyone, what's the best way to show this? In the brief time we've traded 2022, it has been only up. Pretty cool. I don't expect that to... it's not going to be only up, but you're going to hear me say 2022 is only up a lot. At least until we see some kind of low. Because again, I think it's funny. It's funny that people actually think markets work that way. Nothing is only up. Nothing. Alright, I think that's a pretty good breakdown. Let's see if there's any big movers. If there's anything that catches my eye, we'll take a peek. As long as it's not Safe Moon. We won't be looking at Safe Moon because it's a scam. And I refuse to endorse it. Here's, you know what? Here's a great learning lesson, everybody. Here's a great way to identify, and you can definitely bring me an example or two where this is not the case, but a very large percent of the time, this is such a good example. So right now, the market's relatively neutral. The biggest loser in the top 100 coins is KDA right now in the last hour at minus 3%. Okay. Let's get rid of this. If we sort it by biggest gainers in the last hour, it's zero. There's nothing. Not even 1%. Except for, with exception of Safe Moon. That's up 32% right now. This happening, the whole market being like completely like doing nothing, and then one coin, I'm not going to name which one I have in mind, but it gets touted a lot specifically for this reason. Oh, Bitcoin's going down and this one's going up. It's like the biggest, one of the most telling red flags of an S-coin scam crap, period. This market is one giant organism. There is little pieces and things and avenues where things move differently, yes. But if you see coins consistently doing this, and the fun part is, as soon as everything else pumps, these don't. This is just like centralized coins. Coins where someone owns like the whole supply or can manipulate the market. They do this for this exact reason, because new people look at the chart and go, oh, this goes up when everything else goes down. And so they buy into it. Then they dump it. Don't do that. Don't do that. There are examples of this happening where they aren't scams, but almost every scam coin I've ever seen at some point pulls off this like janky move where it just keeps doing this. It just ends up retracing all these gains as soon as you buy in, and then it never really goes anywhere. It doesn't go back to its all-time highs, and you get trapped, which is exactly what they want. Exacto. Adam doing decently over the last 24 hours. YFI, we can take a look at YFI. Harmony 1 doing okay. Let's see where the corn is. Where's the bar? So Bitcoin's sitting at 1.7% gain in 24 hours. Anything that's gained over 1.7% in the last 24 hours has gained in BTC pair. So Ethereum at a 1% gain has actually lost some ground in FBTC. BNB at 1.9 has gained a little bit in BNB BTC. This is very odd. This is odd. Tether is down 0.6%. That's odd. Not worrying, not like I'm not. It doesn't freak me out or something. Just that's a pretty unusual. It's a pretty unusually large amount. You will see kind of like plus or minus 0.1% often, but to see the 7-day change be 0.5 and the 24-hour change be 0.6 and then the 1 hour change 0.5, that's kind of odd. That's unusual. We're gonna maybe take a look at that. I think the logical conclusion I can draw would be price of Tether down. So what does that mean? People are selling Tether. What isn't a good sign typically is when Tether trades above $1, because that means people are buying Tether, which means they're selling their other assets. Now, let me see something here. Tether has traded under $1 for a while. I haven't really been on the charts. This is interesting to me. This is eye-catching. This is what I was hoping for. Some kind of learning lesson. USDT divided by what? USD? Maybe? No, by USDC? Is this how we're gonna do it? These are market caps. Oh yeah, that's why. It's not gonna let me do it. Let's just look at this. Okay. Interesting. So you can see it's not out of this world, and this is just on what, KuCoin or something. So this is probably very illiquid. So it's not like it never happens. We see overvaluations and undervaluations. Dang, this would have been a deal. On KuCoin, for like a few minutes, you could have bought USDC, 1 USDC for 90 cents on December 9th. It's just a 10% gain. Boom. For nothing. It almost always is one of these. It's almost always one of these crazy wicks. You'll see how like it looks like Christmas lights almost, or like icicles, because these are flashes. They're seconds. It instantly gets arbed. And they get pushed right back up. But what's weird, and weird meaning unusual, is that 99.9% of the time, this will range between here and here. 0. And if you zoom out, you can see that that is rather true. It does not tend to trade more than like 0.1-ish. Let's give it one more value, one more decimal. So you can see within 1%, even 1% actually is a large change. Interesting though, on KuCoin, that it's disagreeing. It's saying that they're one, it's literally trading 1 for 1, which is what we would expect. Let's see if any other exchanges give us any other weird readings. Dang. Fire. There's a fire sale on FTX at one point too. Man, I might be done trading crypto. I might just start trading stablecoin to stablecoin. No, I'm just kidding. The difference between them is just not large enough. Like if it's 0.1% difference, unless you're paying less than 0.1% fees, you're just losing money. So don't try that. Don't try that. Yeah, this is like a weird question. Is how do we look at this? Because logically I want to say USDT divided by 1, but that just gives us USDT, which just gives us the market cap. But that's not important. Well, I mean, it is important, but that's not what we're looking for. Now we want to divide the market cap by the total circulating coins, but we don't have that. So we can look here. We could try it this way. Oh God. TradingView is going to hate me for this. They're going to throw me a null. Yep, they did. Sweet. Precision. Yeah, really. I don't understand. Maybe CoinGecko's data is usually right, though. It's saying that, like, within 0.0039. CoinGecko's data is usually right. This, I guess I'll pull up CoinMarketCap for once, even though I don't like that site. Let's see if they agree. And they don't. CoinMarketCap saying USDT trading at $1. That's what we'd expect. Weird. Wonder what's going on. Either way, it'll likely correct. USDT going down, general, that's a good thing. Going up, general, bad thing, but not really super important. Not really tradable. Bitcoin, are you going to do that little hourly rollover? Let's check the 5. 5 minute. Looking to roll over on Market Cipher. Fortunately, the 15 minute, though, looking to roll over in the other direction. Let's check that 30. Same on the 30. $45 is neutral. That's going to maybe be the tiebreaker. Hour does not look bad. Doesn't look bad. VWAP starting to slant. Our money flow is draining, but we have not reached a new low. We have not failed. We have our highest point here. It was higher than the previous wave, which was higher than the previous wave. So that's pretty healthy. We want to see this close in this condition. So this hourly candle, 31 minutes left. Let's peep into the future here. Can we? Slow hourly back test. This is super zoomed in. Bullish divergence on the 5. Good. It's a $200 price move anyway. I'm sitting here like thinking about it. Will it, won't it? It's 0.5%. Like, it doesn't matter. But this is what I think is the most likely for very short term. Probably on the 30 minute, on the hour close in 30 minutes above 47.4. Then we're probably looking for that golden pocket retrace. We had local support here. Didn't get back tested actually. It's spicy. Alright, you know what I think I should do? I should read the chat, which I haven't at all. I'm sorry guys, I wasn't ignoring you. I love you guys. I would never ignore you. Where's Rico? What the F? I heard that there are fears Tether doesn't have the funds to back it. How is Tether FUD back again? And it's not you, bro. Please share here. I'm not making fun of you. But how is it back again? Like again? And why now? What happened? I have actually heard multiple people kind of bring up that same thing in the last like week. And I didn't hear about it for weeks, months. Wild to me. Why does anybody know why does anybody know why we might be like hearing this Tether FUD now? Is there some new Tether news? Did China ban Bitcoin again? CC background music is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. This is a Pretzel music player. And this song is Rogue by Jim Yosel. Jim. Oh, Yosef? Yosef. Jim Yosef. These tunes are all handpicked by myself, actually. There's a playlist of like maybe 400 songs. What's up, Andre G? Thoughts on the January effect? Yeah, I think we're likely to have a green at least first week of January. Can I smoke in a circle? No. Bitcoin podcast talking about in the latest episode. Thank you, S. Sinclair. Guys, Tether FUD is this. You shouldn't feel bad. You should actually put it this way. You are right to think about it. Everyone in crypto should think about it. It shouldn't be something you're totally unaware of. But Tether FUD, this whole Tether not back, Tether collapse thing, has literally been said since it started in like 2018. And every year it's not backed and this and that. Guys, Tether is more backed than the dollars in your bank account. All right? Like, banks can loan with $0. Tether is like maybe not $100 to dollar backed, but it is, I don't know, it is like 75% asset backed or something. Like, that's better than bank. That's better than your bank. That's better than anything else. Like, it is maybe the most backed, like, kind of form of collateral loan that there is. Like, I mean, Bitcoin backed loan, but like in that sense of Tether doesn't need to be backed $1 to $1. Literally nothing is. But Tether is more backed than virtually everything. And guys, I don't like Tether. Like, I'm not a Tether bro. I'm not here to shill Tether. But it's just the same. It's the same thing, man. It's like China banning crypto. It's the boy who cried wolf. Like, just the same tactics to scare people every year. And every year it works. I mean, I guess every new investor has to kind of battle with that again, or battle with it themselves. But I'm not saying trust Tether. That I need to clarify. Not saying trust Tether. Personally, I prefer USDC or GUSD, maybe even DAI over Tether. But Tether, man, do a rational scenario in your head where Tether collapses. First of all, what does collapses mean? You have to define that first. And then think, what happens? If let's make it really simple. Tether collapse meaning you can't get dollars, right? You can't claim dollars. You can't redeem them for dollars. Then what do you do with them? You trade them for assets that you can trade them for. AKA crypto. Tether collapse, I've long speculated this. Tether collapse could be the most bullish thing ever. If all of a sudden everyone flees Tether, that money goes somewhere. It doesn't just poof. That value goes somewhere, and it's going to go to whatever the most efficient path it is. Not enough thumbs up for this. That's right, QT. Crypto Poppy. I said the opposite, my friend. Dude, Randy Fox, I feel you. I'm right there with you, man. It's just insane. And please, again, guys, never be afraid to bring stuff up. I'm not like making fun of you or anything. I guess it's just like my personal thing is I just can't believe how over and over and over again. Think about this. If you go and you make your own dollars at home, right? How long do you think it will be until the IRS, SEC comes and finds you? The U.S. government. It won't take that long, right? It won't make that. That won't be a business that lasts. Now do that with $75 billion. Tether is likely the most watched, audited, hawkish, like, thing that the US government looks at. They can't make mistakes or they will just swoop in with helicopters. Like, if the US government had a leg to stand on to shut them down, they would have. Easy. Why wouldn't they? There's no incentive for them to allow them to keep doing it other than, well, you're not really doing anything illegal. Actually, I'll concede there's one more reason, and that would be to protect US investors, because US investors hold Tether as well. And so to just, that could damage US investors. That would be the only other reasoning. But something tells me Sam ain't that nice. I don't think that's the reason. Something tells me that's not the reason. Here we go, baby. Where did my arrow go? I'm going to read the chat again, don't worry. I'm coming back while we just watch the TA play out. Avalanche Thoughts. What's up, Jaws? Adam Buzzard. I do, man. Metrala AF. Go, FUD, go! Love FUD. What's up, Unlucky? Looking at Dot. Mr. Ed, love your show. Great vibe. Thank you, sir. Love your vibe. Great to have you here. Ooh, Adam. Adam, is it new moon tomorrow? Is tomorrow new moon? I'm not an astrology bro. Not an astrology bro. I do love space, but I'm not an astrology bro. However, you are correct. You are correct. January 2nd. Tomorrow. New moon. I'm getting sidetracked. I want every fiber of my rational analysis being wants to dismiss the moon cycle. Actually, I have a really good video on it that I've made a really good video. Wants to dismiss it. It can't be true, right? Because I'm a math person. And the moon isn't math, right? That's closer to the fantastical realm, we'll say. But there is, and this is through observation, not through, I don't know, someone else telling me this, but through watching year after year after year, there is an undeniable correlation between the phase of the moon and Bitcoin. Undeniable. I want to say it's not true. I want to say that that's a bunch of gibberish and you're a hippie. But just ain't it. There's something there. This is my best answer. I put the link to that video in the chat. This is my best answer. The video, forgive me, it was one of the first videos, maybe the first video I ever edited. And I was trying to kind of just go for a different style of content as a creator. So it's a little different than our usual content, but the information in it is very good. But that's my best explanation. I'm not going to go over the whole thing in this stream again. But there's an undeniable, man. I have wanted it. I've wanted to be like, ha, see, that's not real. But the gist of it is, new moons, we tend to see swing highs more often than just a flip of a coin. Full moons, we tend to see swing lows, and the timing is typically within about 3 days ish. It's obviously not 100%. It's not, oh, it's a full moon tomorrow, that means it's going down. But if you look at the chart, it's really hard to dismiss as meaningless. Like, there is some meaning. There's some reality there. I'll show you real quick. Now, using this indicator is deceptive because for some reason, whoever made it, being a genius, decided that new moons or full moons should be dark and new moons should be light. I don't understand. Let's see. Definitely gonna get rid of all of this background stuff. You know what? I'm gonna make the full moon because they typically go down red, and the new moon because they typically go up green, to further manipulate the data to show my point. Correct. There you go. There you go. This was not so good of a fit right here. This was a pretty good fit. This was an almost perfect fit. This was a little bit of a miss, a few days off. This was an almost perfect fit. This was like 2 or 3 days late. This was very close. This one was a little off. This one right here was not great. This one was a wee early. This one was pretty good. Pretty good. This one was kind of a miss. That's when I made that video too. It's probably because I made that video. Pretty perfect. This one not so good. This one pretty good. This one pretty good. You look at this and you just can't deny it. Like you don't have to say that. Yeah, it's not that the moon controls Bitcoin, but there's some correlation, and I do explain what I think that is in the video. There you go. See, here we go. We had our full moon. Our new moon's tomorrow. Are we gonna have a swing high? I would say yes. Not based on the moon, but based on, I don't know, the last 2 hours of going through the chart and saying, I think we're returning to like the 55 area-ish. Check it out. It's worth looking at. I don't think you should trade your life savings based on it. I don't think you should really trade period based on it. But I think it's just another piece of information that you can use. Another piece of information, man. Denise P, how you doing, darling? Randy Fox, how you doing? Yes, Michael M. Also, increase in Sasquatch sightings directly correlated to Bitcoin's price. Directly. That's just facts. What's up, Tom G? Good to see you, man. Happy 2022. 2022. 2022. 2022. That is a hard one. That's hard to say, man. 2022. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Yo, Pivotal, how you doing, man? Welcome back. It's been a bit. That's an old name. Hoff D's. Hey. What's up, Gold Dragon? No problem. What the F? You heard it's an ongoing investigation. And it will be forever. You know, it just will be forever. It's like Mt. Gox still ongoing. That's been 10 years. What was it? The SEC? Yeah, the SEC has already taken Tether to court in Bitfinex, and they left the case. Like, yeah, I'm sure they've opened new ones, but they left the case after fining Bitfinex like $10 million. That might sound like, whoa, $10 million. But when the SEC takes you to court and you're a 50, 60, 70 billion dollar market cap and they make you pay 10 million, that's like as close to they didn't have anything on you. Like, that's as close to having nothing on someone as it gets. Like, they've already been taken to court. I'm sure they'll be taken to court again. But yeah, they walked away with like not even a slap on the wrist. It was almost like a kiss on the cheek from like someone that, I don't know, you didn't really like. Yeah. I lost the chat. Let me get back. I'll put that moon phases one more time. My chat froze again. Guys, I'm trying to get the chat working. Please smash the like button. We don't have enough likes. I know it's obnoxious. I know every YouTuber just wants likes. Guys, have you ever heard of vampires? Do you guys know how vampires operate? Yes. They suck the life force out of people, and that allows them to live forever and have superpowers. Everyone knows that. YouTubers are the same thing, except this with likes. If I don't get enough likes, I just die. Just like keel over and I'm just dead. So please. Please. And if I get too many likes, because you want me to die, if I get too many likes, same thing happens. So hit it anyway. But really what likes do and chatting in the stream and subscribing while we're live, what those do actually is YouTube's algorithm picks up on that. And it says, hey, this is something other people might want to see. Because so many people are interacting with it. And so when you like and you subscribe and such and you chat, that helps the stream reach more eyes, more viewers, and specifically people who aren't subscribed. It's really big for that. Discovery is what it's called. So if you could, I appreciate it. It costs you nothing. I appreciate it. And if you get into the Discord, link is in the chat. If you get in the Discord, I'm going to do an airdrop after the stream. So not only does it cost you nothing to give it a like, but then you can come get some free airdrop after. So it's actually a net positive. Purple Radioactive had a hand in coding Bitcoin. Purple Radioactive, which project? Do you mean like which of the projects in the 2010s? 2000 was the development. One sec, I have to look up some of these names. I think it's like eGold. eGold, yes, 1996. Did you mean that you helped design eGold or code eGold? I was right. I didn't even get to Google it before. eGold. First thing that came up. Double biceps incoming. Michael, dude, I tested positive for COVID a few days ago. I don't even know if the guns are, like, they might have left me, man. I haven't really been eating much. Tether equal parking money. What's up, Mad Professor? Happy New Year, Steven Sokol. What's up, HB? XRP, you say? You were born in 1996, see? I mean, it all adds up. It all adds up, Radioactive. Matrala AF. It's going to 0. eGold went to 0. I don't think it ever actually was... I don't think... Not the coin EGLD or whatever that exists now. Literally, there was a project in which Bitcoin kind of like stole some of its code. Not stole. Bitcoin is not one thing. Bitcoin... There was many projects in like the 90s going on for digital cash, and Bitcoin really was the elegant solution that took kind of the best of each of the projects and made it into one working product. That's really what Bitcoin is. It's kind of like a Frankenstein of other projects in the best way. Randy Fox, why use Tether when we have USDC? I agree. Sometimes I guess like maybe you might have to, depending on what you're doing, like exchange-wise, or I don't know. I said it. I'll say it again. I don't trust Tether. I don't trust any of the stablecoins. But if I'm going to use a stablecoin, I prefer USDC or GUSD. I do not purposely USDT myself. Do with that you will. GT50. How's your heart rate? Not bad. Not bad actually. My watch has my watch tracks my O2 and my heart rate, and I haven't had any issues with that as far as I'm aware. But I did have some really wicked headaches and like hallucinations and fevers and stuff. It was not fun. Fuds for the burrs. UST is better, says Mad Professor. I'll take your word on it, man. There's other options now. There wasn't always other options. In fact, there wasn't even stablecoins for a long time. Oh man, my chat like reset and I'm reading stuff that's 20 minutes old. Crap. What's up, Jay Edwards? I'm gonna go all the way down. What's up, Tom Grench? No idea, man. Hoff D's. Let me scroll down. Okay, I think I'm caught back up. Hit Bud. The moment of the water. Okay. Ivo Kiwi. Peace, love, TA, hippie. Adam Buzzard. The moon is math. I agree. But just, you know what I mean, man. You know what I mean. As a analyst, I don't want there to be a correlation. But as an analyst, I have to look at the math, I have to look at the numbers, and I can't say there isn't. There is. Adam Buzzer, if you didn't watch my video that I linked, I'll link it one more time. If you didn't watch my moon video, it's only like 3 minutes. Watch it. You're going to like it. Literally what you just said there, it's the only regular scheduled event that we've had as our, as like life has evolved. You're going to like what I say in this video. Like, you won't be disappointed. Oh, I think put it this way, if you guys, no video on Twitch stream, dude, Remy, thank you for telling me. I don't know what's up. I'm trying to multi-stream. I don't think it's working on any of the other platforms. Like, it's supposed to be multi-streaming to TradingView, but this crap ain't working either. I don't know what's wrong. I do not know. Denise, there's so little science understands about magnetism, energy, effects. Surprised are connected. Yeah, well, yeah, I kind of like to poop on everyone's parade when they really get upset about the moon stuff. Is every atom in the entire universe pulls on every other atom in the entire universe. Therefore, literally everything has some connection. Literally, scientifically, some connection. I just don't want the moon thing to be true because it sounds too hocus pocusy, and TA is already not really taken seriously all the time. And so, I don't know. I don't like to admit it. Mr. Ragsdale. Been a while, brother. How you doing? Steven Sokol, what's the most amount of leverage a person should use? 2 answers. 1, if you have to ask people questions about leverage, you're not ready for leverage. 2, don't use leverage. You don't need it. You know what leverage is, guys? Leverage is a way that people make money by signing you up for accounts. By the way, if you're going to ignore my advice, my leverage links in the video description below, sign up using mine. That way at least I make some money instead of the exchange or, I don't know, some huge YouTuber. But just don't do it. You don't need it. Crypto doesn't need it. Simulation is the moon, man. Like it. Dude, we have a lot of opinions on the moon and stuff today. I like it. I got so much crap for that video, and now everyone's like, yeah, the moon. I'm down. I'm down. I don't want it to be true, but that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what I want. Really, nothing is moving. Huh. Hey, remember when I said, like, watch out for coins that do weird stuff? When everything else is, like, dumping or not doing anything? There you go. Save Moon. It was up 38%. Looks like it lost that 38% real quick. Boop. I bet that was within minutes. I bet that was, like, within minutes. Or maybe not. I'm sure it dumped, like, pretty much immediately. Just another learning lesson. What's up, Toby Chapman? Safe earnings. How you doing? Radical Ruben opinion on XRP. I'm not a fan, man. I like decentralized proof of work projects, but everyone values crypto in different ways, and so you do you. You do you. I'm not gonna judge you. I promise. But not my thing. Here since 4 cents Doge. What's up, dude? Chemo and Crypto, Happy New Year, man. I see you out there on Twitter, tweeting me. Twizzeating me. Twitteatin'. Not gonna lie, guys, we've been growing on Twitter really big, like, really fast. I don't understand it. I've never been a Twitter person. And, like, I'd never had a personal Twitter. We've been blowing up, so it's just like the moon. I don't want it to work, but I mean, if it works, don't stare a gift horse in the mouth. I don't know what that means, actually. Can anyone explain that to me? It's like I'm typing this in for Twitter. Guys, you probably should follow me on Twitter for one reason, and that's so you You aren't confused. Oops, that's the Discord button. And that's so when inevitably a scam bot messages you with my name and my pictures and my posts and stuff, you'll know it's not me because you don't follow them. Or follow me on Twitter. Yeah. Tom Crown Crypto. This is my only Twitter account. Bear Dairy. Hey, loco. Hey. El loco caliente. Oh god, Randy Fox. I remember people saying XRP would go to $583 in 2017. Which should have been like the market cap of the universe. Just say giveaway and the bots will appear on your stream. Okay, giveaway, 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 giveaway coming now. Hello bots. What's up, okay? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Take a look at MTV. Maybe for you, Chemo and Crypto, because you wished me good vibes when I needed them. Hoff D's, you sleep with it in your hand? I try not to, but I sleep with it too close to me as well. I feel you. You subbed 27 minutes ago. Thanks to the algo. Thank you, Alif Redza. My event list thing, if you've noticed, none of the alerts have gone off or anything. Just isn't working today. Today's just like not my day. Not my day for streaming. Twitch stream isn't working. MTV, babies, that's support. That's at the major supports, man. 1 cent. You lost 18. You're looking remarkably like Bitcoin. Your golden pocket is right back at previous support, now potentially resistance. That's not a bad play. I might take this trade. Let's see. FOMO trade, no bueno. There you go. Not financial advice. I'm not a certified financial advisor. I'm just a guy with sunglasses who loves crypto and charts. Hey, why is there so many? Oh, yeah. Let's see. There's an interesting play there. Terrace Forward Best. What's up, bro? SAS Crypto. Cosmos is a great project. When's your best guess at testing 60K again? Q1? I don't know. Timing is the hardest thing to do in crypto. And honestly, anyone who tells you the timing of things, 99% of the time, it's just got pure luck. It's pure luck. 1% of the time, we do have some indications. The chart occasionally will share with us certain kind of dates that it points to. But it's usually just luck, or they have guessed so many times that they've statistically hit the bullseye. The directors of the crypto are prohibiting. What's up, shoe post? Hola. Hola todos. Personas. I don't know. I forgot all my Spanish. Stay well. Thank you, Pivotal. Catch you later, brother. You spent 2 Bitcoin to buy a beer. That must have been a really good beer, man. Adam Scalp. BUSD default soon. Honestly, I'd be more worried about BUSD than USDT. In all reality. Just with all that Binance has going on. But again, it's kind of like the same logic. Binance is under the microscope right now. So it would be hard for them to kind of hide. It would be hard for them to hide something that big. Just my 2 cents. I need to edit that moon video. I think I should edit it so it's like evergreen, meaning it's not like related to that time. So it can just be watched at any moon cycle in the future. Hodl beer. I'll do that, Randy. I'd love to hodl beer. I tried to have a drink last night on New Year's and it instantly felt like crap, so I guess I'll have to wait. Matthew M. No, I haven't lost taste or smell, which is weird. Really, it's just been like a headache and a positive test. Really bad headache and hallucinations. A little bit that one night. Very feverish. What up, John Jack? How you doing, bro? Which coins do I hold? Pretty much everything. Soul N, you look like you lost some weight. I probably did. Yeah, I'm recovering from the Rona. Man, Bitcoin did not like that arrow. I'm recovering from the Rona. I would not surprise me if I look a little, probably a little pale, and maybe a little like I lost weight. I'll be back right as rain though, don't worry. The 3Bs, Soul, the 3Bs. Man, why does my chat keep freezing? Sylvie. How you doing, darling? Happy 2022. Old fart, thank you, my friend. And don't be so hard on yourself. There's such thing as an old fart. They're all new. Jerem C. Big Facts. The moon is hollow. Interesting thought. You have watched it, Adam? Right on. Good. Okay, I unfroze when I'm getting my way down. You guys, chat quick. Thanks for the TA. Happy New Year's, Young T. Shout out. Do we have enough, likes? Have we hit our 420 target? Nah, it's okay. Not every day do we get 390, 293. Not bad. More than people are watching, alright. Don't stare a gift horse. Yeah, I don't get it. A gift horse has bad teeth. Sentinel. Ah, okay, that makes sense. If someone gives you a horse, you don't open its mouth and look to see if it's healthy, you just accept it. But what if it's a sick horse? Like, and then it gets like your other horse is sick. Like, then you probably won't want it, right? I don't know much about horses. Disclaimer. Happy New Year, Alex Whited. David Gold. It has to do with the questionable dental state. I like that. Right on, Chemo. I love breaking it down, brother. Thoughts on Cody? I haven't thought of it in a long time. Jeremy with the Ragsdale. Look, Bitcoin hated this arrow. It was like, don't you tell me what to do. Happens. From Google. Thank you, Jeremy, for clarifying. Antonio likes turtles. Hats off to you. What's up, D? I'm doing better. I think it'll be a few days before I'm 100%. Crypto's rocket, man. That's not the way to do it. Bro. That's not the way to do it. Make good content. Reach out to other creators. Tell them why your content's good. Get them to work with you. Don't go to other people's channels and spam your own. It's just like, it's bad taste, bro. Crypto Pompey, it's a menthol blue slushy. Something like that. Horses keep growing teeth. Don't wish for more teeth. What if I want a horse with lots of teeth? I want a teethy horse, so it has a nice smile. Bitcoin hated that freaking arrow. The microscope. There we go. And that finally refreshed. What if the horse has horsevid? Then you don't want the gift horse. Randy, what it really is, if you guys want a little mini lesson on being a creator, what it really does is you make, like, that puts me off. Like, now I don't want to, like, I don't know, I don't want to collaborate with that person. I mean, that was my first impression, not a good one. But really what it does is, say someone just, like, does subscribe. If they don't watch your content, them being subscribed doesn't help your channel. Sounds weird. But subscribers who don't watch your content are not good for your YouTube channel. Quick, draw the arrow the other way. All right. Well, you can't ever be wrong when you do both arrows. Guess I can't do that. There we go. I saved it. I'm going to make this one like purple so we know that it was a joke and it was just a trick. Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin's going to go down on it and be fun. What's up, Alibaba? Any upside on Icon? I'll take a look at ICX then. Weekly support's right below us, brother. If you go back to the beginning of this episode, we really break down the whole macro chart. Yeah, I do too, Randy. And I mean, as someone who, you believe it or not, guys, I know we're reaching 50K, by the way. So smash that like and subscribe button. Join us. Get us to 50K. Yosef Asengli. Azagini. There you go. Shout you out. I've been there. I believe it or not, I started with 0 subscribers, right? Just like everybody else. I get it. You don't understand, like don't know why you're not growing. And you think that's the right thing to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. There's only one way to like win on YouTube. And the answer is you gotta make good content that people want to watch. That's it. It sounds oversimplified, but it's not. There's no trick. YouTube's very good at identifying content people like watching. In fact, I reckon it's probably like the best in the world. What's up, Gregzilla? How you doing, Mr. Zillas? Waiting for the Litecoin Armageddon. I mean, if you ask everybody else, you've been waiting too long, probably. Look, that arrow saved Bitcoin. Oh. So I'd look at ICX for somebody. But I wanna miss this. It looks pumpy. It looks pampy. Campy pampy. Wait, this isn't ICX? Dude, TradingView keeps doing this to me. It keeps like deleting my charts. And it's trolling me. There we go. You guys see the ICX video? Because I don't know if the TA could get any more perfect than that. Boom. Boom. 190. Rejected back to the trend. Could be a good entry. Could be. Could be. I might play something like this. Bad. You could play it back. You play the top of the wedge, maybe. Could take long. I did release a video on ICX specifically in the not so distant past. Last year, I know it was a year ago. I think that was actually one of the last videos in 20. Yeah, this was my ICX video. I'm gonna link it in chat. I should have more info for you. Sneaky arrows. True that, Jeremy. True that. Actually, Jeremy, I don't know why I've never done this. I need to give you a wrench. That way you can link yourself. Why don't you link yourself? Just don't do it while I'm live. Like, if we're both live. Jeremy Ragsdale, talented musician. Hosts like a crypto speakeasy night. At least weekly, if not more. It's good stuff. Love you, JP. What's up, AB and SS? Good stream. Thank you, sir. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel out. Crypto Big Toe, you're a legend, my friend. Alex White, thank ya. Oh, you want Iotix. Peckham is the one that I thank for the health advice. Feel better, bro. Thank you, Glenn Baker. Appreciate you. I'm feeling way better than I was. I was feeling real bad a while, like 2-3 days ago. I almost got your name right. I'm pretty good at that, to be honest. Pretty good at that. New in future Binance and here on your channel. What's up, Kennedy Soro? Old fart, Tom. Long charts equal BTC still bull market. I think so. I think so. I don't think we're in. I don't think it's over. Doesn't make any sense. We didn't have any blow off top. Have a blow off top. Hey, maybe this time's different. Who knows? I don't think so. Bitcoin's looking spicy. You've been trading NASDAQ. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Nothing's been going on here. Been behaving themselves. Is there a correlation? All markets are correlated in some way. Some more directly, the correlation is tighter. But I think really what it is like, not money, but value globally is correlated. What's up, Matthew D? My man, how you doing, bro? And so yeah, when you see things move, typically everything moves. I don't think it's like stocks go down, so Bitcoin has to go down. That's not what I think. But I think wealth or value globally is correlated. And so when things hit the fan, they tend to hit the fan across the board, like we saw in March 2020. Doesn't matter. All right. Doesn't matter. All right. Only for you, bro. Did it never come back to our entry? I can't remember when we looked at this last. Why did I drag it here? When did we look at this last? When did I put this trade set up? Because I have a feeling, well, it clearly wasn't 2 days from now. HNT does have a nice chart. TA was mad respected. You deserve to gloat. It looks bully. She looks bullish. My only thing is, and so this doesn't affect you, my only thing is you're at the golden retrace. So it's like going long here is really a risky spot. And back at 30, that would be nice. If you're already in it, you don't have anything to worry about. HNT does have a solid chart. I wish I remember the last time we looked at it. I see value in a US-based Solana DEX over competitors. What's up, Crux? I don't know. I mean, DEXs are the future of crypto. We're gonna remove the need for centralized exchanges soon enough. The problem is, Solana, not a super decentralized project to my knowledge. Like literally, the chain has gone down, / they've taken the chain down, right? And so, can you have a decentralized exchange on something that isn't decentralized? I don't know. Maybe the moon is math. What's up, Matthew D? Great show last night, man. What? I wasn't. Ragsdale, yes. Love you, Matrala. Get some sleep, bro. Cheers to 2022, my friend. Yosef just subscribed. One closer to that 50K, baby. If you guys notice, and I mean, I'm not into conspiracies or nothing, but Bitcoin's price, you connect the dots here, man. But Bitcoin's price kind of correlated with the amount of subscribers we have. Just saying, if we get to 50K subscribers, maybe Bitcoin goes to 50K again. Don't know. 3 or 4 days ago. Last time I was live? Okay, so then it hasn't hit 30 cents. What's up, Andre G? Bears that what? Bears butts getting sore. We'll see. I think they're still in their gloating phase. CP123 is Hex Pulse Chain a scam? It depends on what you define as a scam. I think that's a big. I guess the alerts are working. But it doesn't show me them, so I have to find it. It depends on what like, you can define anything as a scam. You have to first define what a scam is, and I think people throw around the word scam without really knowing that. Or really knowing a definition in their own mind. Joe Fowles. Cujo. Dollar. I don't know what Cujo... I don't know if this is a chart or not, man. But hey, for 45 of those sweet euros, I'll give it a... I'll put it in here and see what happens. Cujo. Fudge. Well, this has not traded nearly long enough to have any kind of chart history. Or to really do any analysis on. But we can fix our little chart problem here. Did not fix it much, did it? Oh, there you go, boys and girls. Huge. Started trading yesterday. No, the 28th. It traded at 0 cents, it looks, or 0 ETH. No, not 0. Wow, we are just in fractions of fractions. Why did it? Unfortunately, this, you just can't look at this chart. Even if we wanted to. Don't know, Joe, but I love you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Just put Tom in the big stream. Stream looks good. Thank you, Matthew. My question, so yeah, like, I'm not going to comment on it because I know a lot of people like Hex, and Hex hasn't, there's been no, like, rug pull. There's been no hack. You know, like, you have to define what a scam is. I can say this, I have not invested in Hex. I don't plan to. They're doing, I'm a little confused at what they're doing. Like, I follow Richard Hart on Twitter. Maybe I'll have to, yeah, Ladybug! Mother. It's on my hand. You're getting vicious. Maybe I'll have to have Richard Hart on and talk to him. I'm a little confused. Like, they have the Pulse thing, sacrificed assets for Pulse. And now they haven't airdropped Pulse, but now he's asking for people to sacrifice again for Pulse X. And, like, I mean, I would say this to Richard, because this is just honest. It's not a criticism. Just reality is, that's, like, it has a sketchy feel in crypto. That series of events of, like, sacrifice, send us money and we'll airdrop this to you. And then before completing that promise, asking again to send them money for, send money for, like, a different thing. I mean, I don't have the answers. I don't know a ton about it. So, Richard Hart, if you're out there, man, want to know, I don't know. Let me know, I guess. Top Keek. Any thoughts on first quarter 2022 blow off top and Bitcoin blow off top? That's what I'm expecting still. That's definitely what I'm still expecting. Still expecting a blow off top. I don't think that retail has gotten suckered in enough for this to be over. Probably, Patrick. Probably. That's what I'm saying, Sad Higeki. You know, man. Bitcoin tracks with the amount of subs I have. I have 48,000 subs right now. Bitcoin hovering at like 48,000. You guys got to push it. You get me to 100K. Bitcoin's going to 100K. Not financial advice. What's up, Jerem C. Wild? Never heard of it. The only Jared. What up? All hail the crown, David S. How you doing, man? This is not as exciting as I was hoping the first day of trading of 2022 would be. Kind of mild. What's up, Error Random? How you doing, dude? What I mean is with the whole, yeah, I see. I don't know. That I told, like, that was all the information I had, Mr. Sippy. And it's up to you then. That's all the information I've had. Hex hasn't done like a rug pull, hasn't been hacked, hasn't, etc. But they had a round of, like, let's call it fundraising, sacrificing for Pulse. They're supposed to drop them. I don't know when. And now, before they're dropped, they're doing another one for a different thing. And to me, I don't love that setup. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't love that setup. It has some red flags about it. That doesn't mean it's a scam. Doesn't guarantee it, but like, had they dropped the Pulse and then started the Pulse X thing, that would make more sense to me. That would be like kind of less red flag. What's up, Shiro? Shiro. Meet Kevin had an interview and reamed him. Ooh, who's Meet Kevin? Yeah, see, Chemo and Crypto, that's like kind of... I'm not saying that's what's going on with Hex, but that's like my fear of anything along those lines. Not Hex specific. Is like, well, you kind of like, you gotta pay. It's like, I don't know. If you gave someone money to invest for you, and then they're like, all right, I'll give you the profits. And then before they gave you the profits, they're like, hey, give me more money to... It's like, that wouldn't be a good sign, right? That wouldn't be a confidence building sign. I think I should choose my words more carefully. What's up, Noel? FTM? Look at FTM. David S. I don't want to kill these ladybugs. Oh, FTM. For some reason, my chart, I think, got deleted. FTM trade from in-stream still live, still good. Hasn't really moved. I don't want to kill them. Oh my. Why are they all back right now? I'm gonna take a picture for you. Right here on this. Holy. Like during the summer I had a lot of them and sense to me. Right? That makes sense. It's warm. They were like multiplying. But it's January. It's like snowed here a few times. And there's I gotta just I'm trying to send this to myself so I can show you guys. There are a ridiculous amount of them, and like I haven't really seen any in days, like maybe one or two, and I don't kill them. But on the light above me alone, holy F. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On just the light. Right here. There were 0 in this room yesterday. Where did they come from? Like, I don't want to kill them, but bro, they're swarming me. I gotta cull them. I can't have them like taking over. I am Pharaoh. They're gonna take over. They're gonna try to steal my girl. Alright, no, we'll do FTM. I did do a video, I think, on FTM. But the chart somehow disappeared. I do not know how. It got reverted. It's pretty good. Good. FTM looks pretty strong. Well, clearly I thought it looked strong, as I was confident enough to place this live. I forget when. Probably back here in October. Felt it was strong, but it's looking decent, man. Last week's weekly candle, monstrous. It's not out of danger yet. You got 286 as resistance above you, 144 as support below. But it pushed through the golden pocket. That's not a bad sign. Not a bad sign at all. On the daily, I have a low resistance here at 259. I could definitely see this playing out kind of like inverse head and shoulders is forming. Maybe like that, maybe to the 259 back test. I could see that. That'd be a very beautiful pattern. Below like $2 now though, and I probably would not be as comfortable. I definitely would not market order into FTM right now today. This looks like a bad idea. I would be more attracted to 233, maybe 210. And if that doesn't come, I don't know, I'd probably be waiting again for 144. But at the moment, this is what I'm seeing, man. Guess it breaks there. Back test the neckline. Then you got yourself the old head and shoulders. FTM looks good. The interview gave you that feeling, man? You go with your intuition. But actually, here's a really good sum up, and this has no regard to Hex. This is just regard to crypto. The majority. So it's not like, oh, you might stumble into one. It's like the majority, maybe 90+% of everything in crypto is a scam. Meaning it's just created by someone with the objective of taking money from others. Not building or creating, and again, not do with Hex. This is just overall. And so it is safe practice to be skeptical. Be skeptical of everything in crypto first. Everything. It's better to miss the boat than board the Titanic, said a wise man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my tongue tied. Because honestly, Hex isn't the enemy. At one point, Hex was kind of like, in my eyes, this was years ago, was kind of like the enemy. But there are so many projects that are like literal rug pulls, literal scams, that I can't really like hate on Hex that much now. I don't own it. I don't plan on it. If Richard Hart wants to donate $1 million worth of Hex to me, I'll hold it. All right. But like other than that, it's probably not joining my portfolio. But he's welcome to. While it's open, baby. Happy New Year, Noel. Let's see what else is going on. ZRX will be huge in 2022. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. What's up, Christian Tripon? Ladybug, Rex Arms, Crypto. No, dude, did you see the picture? So like during the summer, I had a ladybug problem, which wasn't really a problem. And then they got a little out of control. And they've been gone because winter came and it got cold and they just like weren't really around. And for literally no reason, today, this is like right above me, right here within 5 feet of me, there are at least like, I don't know, there's more of them now than there were. Getting a little freaked out, to be honest. They're outnumbering us, the ladybugs. I'm cool with ladybugs, but not this many. And what break of price would I consider a bear market? Man, it's gonna take a lot. Honestly, I'm more likely to consider a bear market after we've achieved an upside target than a downside target at this point. I mean, 30K? Not even 30K. Even 30K could set up this. Set up like a broadening pattern where we see something like this. This could still happen. I don't think this is what's going to happen. But I'm much more likely to start considering a bear market after this plays out and then we see some kind of explosive top. We just haven't had an explosive top like this. No retraces, just kind of whipsaws. Price doubles in like a week, and then it crashes by it just smashes down. So I'm more likely to think bear market after really upside targets than I am necessarily downside targets. Probably isn't the answer that you wanted, but it's the answer that it's my honest opinion. Meet Kevin is a bad trader. Who cares? All you have to do is hold Bitcoin and you'll beat 99% of traders anyway. There's no way I don't know who Meet Kevin is. Apparently there is. I've never spoken with him. Believe it or not, I don't know every crypto person in the world. And to be fair, you probably aren't too familiar with me when you say that, Mr. F. I don't watch other people's content, really. The reason being, well, one, I don't find most of it to be necessarily valuable, but two, I don't have really the time, and three, if I do, then I have to worry about that impacting or influencing my own thoughts, and then I can't be sure if an idea is actually mine or not, and so I tend not to look at other people's analysis or kind of content. What was I look? Oh, yeah. The lady asked if what time I'm going to be done for dinner. What should I tell her? I should tell her, when my target's hit, woman. When my target's hit. Ain't hit yet. We ain't done. Let me respond, though, before I get put in the doghouse. While I'm telling her that, check out the Patreon quick. Join Discord. Hit the like and subscribe buttons on the stream. Okay, I told her. But it's the first of the year. It's a great time to sign up for Patreon. Invest in yourself. I would love to help you become a better trader. That's my opinion, the best way to do it. Crux, thanks for the 10, my friend. Didn't say anything with it, but appreciate you. Oh, there you go. Get well soon. You see a value in a US base. Oh, wait, I think I already answered that, didn't I? Or I answered that before I even saw that thing. My chat's being weird. As always. I know who Kevin Swanson is. Kevin Swanson? Svensson? He's cool. Lady Beatles. The Beatles. Matthew D is not new. Matthew D is an OG's. Dude, my chat keeps freezing. This is like really annoying. You don't want to meet Kevin. Ha ha ha, it's a play on words. Sending you love, brother. Thank you, Chemo. I'm gonna send you that good love right back. Gotta vaporize them demons. Can we also look at Stinky Linky? Sad Higeki also wants to look at Stinky Linky. Oh yeah, I guess so. Dude, what did it do to my elbow? I must have smashed it today. Really bothering me all of a sudden. Son of a bee. Son of a bee! We placed this. We placed an $18 entry on Link in like the beginning of October with a stop loss at 1881. And look at these, dude. Whales just like watch. No, not at 1881. At 1559. Whales watch my channel, man. They watch my channel and they stop out my trades. Look at that. Bull. That's bull malarkey. That was such a good trade. This is why we trade spot, though. You don't have to use a stop loss. Or at least that's how I do it when I trade spot. So, Higeki, nearing the end of accumulation. You bought more at 18. Right on, bro. That was the trade. That was the trade. Well done. If you didn't stop it out by 2 freaking cents. Honestly, to me, this weirdly really looks like Litecoin to me. Am I smoking drugs? I wish. That's the exact same chart in my opinion. That's freaky. That's freaky deaky. If I took the watermarks and the scales off of this chart, you probably wouldn't be able to tell me which is which. Is it because they both start with the letter L? Probably not. That's probably not a good bet. Questions about Link. Oh, what the heck, elbow? It's probably part of my Rona sore bows. Is that a symptom? Yeah, weekly don't look bad. I don't like the money flow lower high here, but it looks, at least at the moment, to have avoided a lower low, and we have our VWAP on the weekly coming up with momentum looking to pinch. I want to see Link close a little higher. I don't really want it to close with losing momentum weekly this week. Yeah, bullish divergence on your lows. Off of that, what, 15 bucks? Got support at 20 on the weekly. Looks like that would be a decent close. You got some major resistance though up at 25. Major laser. Major laser. It's looking to close kind of strong today. I mean, for what it is, where it's at. Yeah, dude, you just have so much resistance at 25. Not only do you have resistance, horizontally, you have the 250, the 100. You're descending high trend. Actually, man, this is here's what I think, make or break. Like, if Link moves back up to 25, I think you get a very strong move to the upside. If it rejects, you're still in the game. I can't draw. You're still in the game as long as like you hold what, 1880-ish. Obviously, you don't want to break your low, but like this could do this more. But it's one of those setups where you have so much sitting there. There's so much sitting at 25 that and we've seen it happen before, where it's like you push up and maybe you kind of close right there. You get a little bottom wick and then it just shoots straight up. I'm not necessarily saying that's going to happen, but it's almost too obvious of a resistance. Also, fun fact, earlier in the episode we were talking about death crosses, golden crosses. Check this out. Right there. I said crypto, they tend to move the other way, right? This was a death cross on the daily at 5,200. One day before, you can argue it's the same day. Price moved up to it. Just a good example. I like the way Market Cipher's doing it. I want to see this close a little higher, certainly above 20. It's got to break like that 25. It looks like it ranges up to what, 27? So that's less than a 10% range. It's got a little bit more to go. I think get back above 25, it's gonna go. Have I heard of FJB? No. There's so many ladybugs. The real Jerome. Actually, yeah, we did. At the beginning of the episode, we went through a rundown of all the big time frames. And you're correct. I think I literally said, actually, within the first like 5 minutes of this stream, DVR is enabled. Go back and listen to it. I'm pretty sure within the first 10 minutes of the stream, I said Market Cipher on the monthly not looking so hot. Do with that what you may. Douglas Crockett. I told you, brother. Told you, man. There's something to it. What is up with my elbow? Up sinking, it's a fractal. Yeah, it looks pretty fractally. I think it looks like September and May, June, July. Happy New Year, positive. Ah, what's up, my bro? Happy New Year. Tails, been a long time, my friend. How you doing, Tails? Not even Benjamin Cohen. Benjamin Cohen I know of. I don't know of the Kevin person, but Benjamin Cohen I do. Benjamin Cohen is a great analyst in my opinion. I've always said the same thing about him. He's an intelligent guy. We see things pretty eye to eye on crypto. His approach is definitely more formulatic. Is that the word? Than mine. But I respect him. I would love to collaborate with him, but we were supposed to. It didn't work out, and now he ghosted me. I think really what happened, guys, is he blew up as a channel, and now he's too big for us. I don't know. If you're out there, Benjamin, I still respect the crap out of you, brother. I'd love to chat with you about TA, about crypto. You know you got my number. Looking for you in my DMs. The Doge House. Greg. Has Pomp called you? No. I did send Pomp my yearly message today. Every year I send him a message. The first time I was like, hey man, I only have like 1,000 subs. And I know I'm too small for you to like even care, but like I'd love to have you on my show. And he never replied. And so every year since, I've just sent him a message updating him on how many subscribers I have, and I ask him if I'm big enough for him to come on my show yet. Maybe some year he will read it. Maybe not. What's my favorite indicator, Shane R? Ichimoku Cloud, moving averages, RSI, MACD. I'm a big fan of Market Cipher. My link for Market Cipher, video description below. Also like Lux Algo. Shout out to Sean Mac. I almost never put stops on spot. Same. I put a lot of the time, guys, I put stops on the stream trade setups because I know people are just randomly going to, especially like maybe without even context, take that trade on leverage, which it wasn't designed for. And if there's no stop, then they're not going to have a stop. They're going to get liquidated and they're going to like blame me. So usually that's why the stops are there. AA space A, thanks man. Good to have you. How's our Fox? Don't know shit. I don't know, bro. I think it went under 10 cents. I think I remember an alert. Ben now wears the crown? Oh, I don't think so, buddy. Oh, our Fox actually looks not bad at all. Just as we said when we chatted last, man. There, 10 cents. What do I expect to happen in 2022? Well, we're going to find out if this cycle is different. I don't think it is. So I think we're going to see a blow off top and a start to a bear market. Just betting on the probabilities. $2022. God, I hope it's not 2020 as well again. Nobody is checking Jammy. Is it Jasmy you meant? Jasmy? Just because no one's checking it now, we will. Because when people aren't looking at stuff, we do. That looks awful. Though it does look kind of ready for a bounce, but... Arm Trades, what's up, man? There's a lot of good YouTubers. You know, there's a lot of... I had a different opinion of YouTubers before I started streaming. I think that there's YouTubers out there that do damage to the space. Those ones typically are the ones that really are just looking for money for themselves. And, you know, I said my opinion has changed because This is what I do now. And at some level, there has to be. You have to make money for yourself, or else you can't keep streaming unless you're independently wealthy outside of crypto. No, just randomly. But the difference is the intent and what they're willing to do. The good ones are not willing to knowingly hurt their audience or knowingly put their audience in harm's way. And I bet who that is or which ones those are. I bet there's a whole gambit of freaking bots, a whole gambit of answers. And I bet my answers would be different from a lot of the ones you would think. I think I'll leave it there. I don't make enemies, I make friends. If I don't like people or I don't like their content or I don't approve of them, I just don't really talk about them. I have no need to waste my energy or time on them. I got enough people. Got enough love. Dude, my elbow is actually really hurting. It's weird. You know what? Super farm. Someone commented and said my super farm video went really well. It's not super farm. Maybe it is, but it's not the chart I was looking for. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, is this it? Super? Why? There's super and then there's super farm, and it's very confusing to me. Where's the chart that I used to make that video? There it is. Not gonna lie, I know a lot of people don't like the short content I've put out in the last few months. But if you go back and watch those videos, it's obviously not 100% of them. But god dang, man. Like, I nailed. This is not an ego thing. In the videos, like, the swing high, the like local highs, and then the retracement support targets. Some of them are freaking fire. Some of them are fire. What did I say on this? So it had just, yep. Oh. So it had just hit like $1. I said 183. Whew, buddy. I said 183 resistance. I'm looking for 183. Turn to support. Wow. Dude, this TA is really getting respected. Was hoping this arrow would hit while we were live. It's looking like it may not. May take a while. Or the second I turn it off, it will. I don't really have any thoughts about V-Launch or VPAD. I don't own any. I think it's what? Crypto's thingy? That's about what I know about it. What do I think of Jason Casper? Love Jason. He is a gentleman. He's a great dude. Period. Hey, you guys might not like this. I love BitBoy. I don't really watch his content personally. Like, yeah, it's true of everybody, but as a dude, I love BitBoy. I don't think BitBoy has like any negative intention. I'm not. You're welcome to have your own opinions. I think the man is a businessman, and I think he's a very successful one. That's what he's doing. YouTube, you've changed some stuff here on me. Target. The burgers are going to be done soon. Man, we've only had 20. 6 people subscribed during this live. That's pretty good, but usually there's more. Usually that's kind of low numbers for us. If you're watching out there and you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, please. Hit that button. I think it's this this thumbnail. This thumbnail, I made this thumbnail today. And I think the click rate is extremely low on it. You guys, honest feedback. And you can tell me you hate it. You can tell me you love it. Honest feedback. What do you think? I thought this looked professional and good. But I think it looks not very clicky. What do you think? Feedback, feedback. You can tell me you hate it. I don't care. Love the sailor. Love the sailor. Whoop. I accidentally just opened up League of Legends if you heard that noise. Whoop. Amen. That's right. It's not clickbait. It's a nice... I thought so too. But you know what? It's just proof, man. No, people give you crap about clickbait, but then clickbait is what works. Clickbait is like what gets people to like look at the video. And so if no one looks at your video, it doesn't matter how good your information is. So there has to be some balance between value and clickbait, right? It's a tricky thing. That's something that I've definitely kind of learned and gained respect for, or from other creators that I used to like kind of hate for clickbait. It's like, bro, that if no one clicks your videos, it doesn't matter. Nobody sees them. It doesn't matter how good they are. The sigh. I hate making clickbait, but you gotta do what works. Not clickbait. I'll try better next time. Usually I do clickbait a little harder, or I had been the last like few months, but I don't feel great. So I didn't put a lot of energy into it. I just thought it looked good. Yeah, well. Ow, I need to go ice my freaking elbow. Did I break my elbow? There's a lump on it. Name should have been bigger. I mean, but you see the name, yeah. Thank you, Harv. Jeremy, did you link your channel, man? Did you give yourself a shill? Give yourself a shield. Give it a shivit. Shivit a divot. Alright. You got like a minute, Jeremy Ragsdales. Fuck yourself. Allergic reaction to ladybugs? Probably. Robbery. There we go. Our in-stream target's about to hit. Just so you guys know, if you're new here, please subscribe. But if you're new here, after the stream, I always put up our chart from the day up in the Discord. We do an airdrop, so you get a little free coin. There you go. Follow Jeremy Ragsdale. Boom! Another Tom Crown in-stream target hit. Live brought to you by the World Champion of Technical Analysis 2021. I'm so happy it hit. Phew, that took forever. Ta-da! Julie, you rock. Love you, Julie. We pampin'. Check out the Patreon. Today's the best day to sign up. Don't wait. Don't wait to sign up. If you're going to sign up today. If you wait, you just pay for a whole month and don't get a whole month. Nothing I can do about it. That's how Patreon works. Join us. Join us. What's up, Michael Mitchell? Yeah, we already talked about that today. We're getting a lot of repeat quests today. Oh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, don't do this to me. Usually it hits my targets and then chills out, and then it's like, all right, well, catch y'all later, right? All right, there you go. Take a breather. Usually. They don't hit every time. But they do hit pretty well. But I'm going to put this chart up in Discord. Link in the chat. Check out the links in the video description below. This chart's already live on our Discord. Get in there in the next few minutes to be a part of the airdrop. If you're late, nothing I can do about it. You got to verify. It's really easy. Just click the emoji. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Help get us to 50K subscribers so that Bitcoin can moon. It's good to be back. Happy 2020, guys. You know what time it is. It's time for me to go eat burgers. Crown out. Bullish dreams, everybody. Happy trades.